Okay, so the other actions. This action, like I said earlier in a video, the third action means you can reduce the cost of the spade. So rather than giving, in the halfling's case, in order to buy a spade you have to give 3 workers, right? But if you do your third action, you give 2 workers, 1 gold and then 1 priest, and that means this marker goes up 1 over here. And that means beginning the next turn, the amount of workers that are required for you to buy the spade becomes only 2. And by the way, every time, like last time when you go to the ship, you automatically get 2 victory points for doing that, and here you get 6 victory points for doing that. So move your tokens according to the number of points you get, because you cannot recalculate it. So make sure that you get those points. So that's your third action. Fourth action is very important. So if you look at this diagram very closely, it says you can build, this is your upgrading thing, upgrading action. You can upgrade a settlement to a trade post, and then trade post then branches out. You can either upgrade a trade post directly to a stronghold, or you can upgrade a trade post to a temple, and then the temple then gets converted to a sanctuary. That's what this means. So settlements gets converted to a trade post, that's by default. A trade post can either be directly converted to a stronghold, or it can be converted to a temple, and then a temple can then be converted to a sanctuary. You can only build 1 stronghold and 1 sanctuary. So because you have only one of those tokens, and that is what this action means. So this is your conversion. So let's say you want to convert this settlement to a trade post. Now is the time to do it. And I already talked to you about, if you want to convert a trade post, if you have a neighbor, then you get then your cost is reduced. So if I want to convert, for the witch, if I want to convert this to a trade post, this settlement goes back here from the right, and then you take a trade post from here and then convert it over here. Okay, so settlement goes back into this board. So next time during the income phase, the number of workers that the witch gets is less. So keep that in mind. And if I want, and for this one it only cost me 2 workers and 3 gold because I have a neighbor. Now if the nomad wants to convert this to a trade post, which is isolated all by itself, then for the nomad it costs 2 workers and 6 gold because there are no neighbors. Now if the nomad has bought the shipping adjacency, then it works. Then it's only 3 gold. Alright. Fifth is your cult. When you earn a priest, the priest can be, when you use a priest, then the priest is used and then the priest is kind of recycled. But in the fifth one, we are going to assign a priest directly to a cult, and the priest stays there forever. It's like sending the priest off to the church. And when you place the priest over here, if you look at the board, it says 3, 2, 2, 2. You place a priest over here, whichever cult you want to propagate. When you place it over here, then the token moves up 3. So if it's over here, so let's say I was here, and then I place my priest over here in the 3 circle, then my token goes up 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's what this means. So you're sending off the priest to the cult. And once the priest goes there, you cannot take the priest back. The priest just stays there. And you can send it to any cult of your choice. Sixth one is your, I don't know what it's called, but it's called, I'm assuming, some scroll. Alright. And you have, this is what it means. You have 6 actions that are available for you at some reduced cost. And once anyone takes that action, it cannot be used again in that round. So over here, if you see, this is all power actions. That's what it means. When you spend 3 power, you can build a bridge. That's what this means. When you spend 3 power, you get 1 priest. That's what this one means. If you spend 4 power, you get 2 workers. 4 power, you get 7 gold. 4 power, you get 1 spade. And then if you have 6 power, then you get 2 spades. That's what this means. And anytime someone spends or uses any of these power actions, you place this X marker on top of it. So let's say I spent 4 power and bought 2 workers. No one can use that ever in that round. And during the multiple turns that happens over here, no one else can use that. So that's gone. So use that as early as possible if you have it. Another important thing is, in this particular case, you can also, like I said, you cannot store spades, right? So when you buy a spade, you can automatically terraform if you can. You cannot build a settlement, but you can automatically terraform. So if you get a spade, you can immediately terraform. Alright, so that's what the 6th action means. 7th is your bonus token. So at the beginning of the game, at the beginning of every round, in the first round it goes clockwise. So you choose these bonus scrolls. These are your bonus tiles, and every player gets 1. So for that round, that player gets to have this bonus thing. So I'll explain what they mean. Each of this is different. So if someone gets this bonus scroll, bonus tile, they automatically get an income. So this action means income. They automatically, during the income phase, they get 2 gold. And when they take this 7th action, they can place this X marker on top of this tile, and that means that they get 1 spade for free, and then they cannot use that again during that round. That's what this means. This is an interesting thing, which I'll get to. But so this means during the income phase you get 2 workers. When you return the scroll, which is when you give up and then don't have any more actions to take, after every round you give the scroll back to the bank, bank. And when you give the scroll back, if you have built a sanctuary or a stronghold or a sanctuary, you get 4 victory points. So if you built 1 stronghold, you get 4 victory points. If you built 1 sanctuary, you get 4 victory points. If you have both, then you get 8 victory points. This one means during your income phase, you get 1 worker and 3 power. Other things are pretty self-explanatory. During income phase, you get 1 priest. Income phase, you get 3 power, and you get 1 boat for free. So you can promote one of your boating capabilities, 1 for free without giving the cost. This one means income phase, you can get 4 gold, and during your 7th action, if you use this, then you place your X marker on top. Over here, and in any one of the cult of your choice, you can move up 1. So let's say I want to move up on fire, I move up 1. So I place it over here. That's what this means. And there are 3 more which I have discarded, because at the beginning for 2-player game you only take 6, and you only always use it 6. These 3 never get into the game. But in case you choose this, you get 6 income beginning of the game. When you return the scroll, you get for every settlement you get 2 victory points, and you get 1 worker. And this one means, for every trade post you get 2 victory points. And then here it says when you give it up, for every settlement you have, you get 1 victory point, and in income phase you get 2 gold. Alright, so that's your 7th thing. So 7th, this one means so that one is your scroll over here. This is your challenge thing. You might also get this cult tiles during the game. I'll tell you how to get that. And if that one has any of these yellow actions, the yellow hexagon, then you can place your X marker over there and then use that. And sometimes you also have, if you build a stronghold, then your secondary ability unlocks, and that's what this means. Your secondary ability is unlocked. Then finally 8th. 8th is fairly straightforward. You are essentially just saying, I don't have any more actions to take, so I'm giving up. So I'm closing. So that's when you close and give back your scroll back to the bank, get whatever ability or whatever income or whatever victory points that you're supposed to get from there, and then whoever returns their whoever declares that they don't have any more actions to take gets to start the next round. So that's they get to start the next round and they get the starting token. Alright, in the next video I'll explain how to get these cult tiles and also how power works.